Good morning, gorgeous. I woke up super extra early today, so I had extra time to make this video. And I woke up on a very positive note because I was watching Joe Dispenza's one of his motivational videos, and he spoke some very wise words to me that I needed to hear. The hardest thing about change that I learned today from Joe Dispenza is not making the same choices that we made the day before. Yeah, you're thinking, duh, of course, that's what the definition of change is, doing something different. But there's something about the way that he said it, and in that particular order that he said it in, that just made perfect sense to me. And it became a whole different meaning for me that has inspired me to make a change in my pattern of thinking today. That I've chosen one particular thing that I want to work on in my pattern of thinking, and I'm going to challenge myself to do that today. And so anyways, the rest of the quote goes, the hardest part of change is not making the same choices that we made the day before. And the moment that you decide to make that change, get ready, because it's going to be uncomfortable. And you know what? I love a challenge, and I love to push myself past my comfort zone. So today, I'm going to mentally push myself past the limit of what I have allowed myself to think. So I decided that today I want to change something about the way that I react or that I think in certain situations that I feel I could do better in, or not necessarily better, but that I feel that if I changed my way of thinking and I didn't associate those situations with past situations, that I will be happy. It's that simple. I'll just be happier. And so thank you so much, Joe Dispenza, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you do decide to make a change in your pattern of thinking today, even if it's one thing. It doesn't have to be all things that you want to change today, but just pick one, and I hope you have the courage to do it. I know it's hard because as I was listening to Joe Dispenza, he made so much sense in so many things that he was saying. Like, he was saying that sometimes we become addicted to pain. Like, we literally become addicted to our own suffering, and we know that we don't have to suffer. We know that we can just easily let whatever is holding us back go. Yes, sometimes it's difficult, and initially when you go through something traumatic, you might feel pain. Of course you're gonna feel pain, but then it only lasts for so long until you find yourself forcing yourself to continue feeling that pain. It's almost like if it's actually comforting in a way to continue loathing in the past, and it's kind of shocking that, you know, we don't know that our minds are tricking us into feeling this way. And sometimes we know that we have the power, but to be happy or to let go of whatever is causing us anxiety, sometimes we know we have the power to do that if we would just stop thinking about it. And how do you stop thinking about it? You force yourself to stop thinking about it. You decide to change your way of viewing things. And it's something that it doesn't come out naturally. It takes effort. I mean, just, you know, there's certain things that target or trigger certain memories in me, that if I see something that reminds me of something, I'll become stuck for a few minutes or a few seconds, and it'll be hard for me to move past that. It's almost like if I'm reliving that traumatic event again. But listening to Joe Dispenza's words today really enlightened me and helped and inspired me to take one thing that I routinely program myself to think, and to not think that way, to find a better way of responding to that, and to find a better way of training my mind and tricking my mind into believing and feeling what I want to feel. And what I want to feel is free. I want to feel free of anything, any thoughts that may be holding me back previously, or that may begin to hold me back today. I don't know what today holds for me. I don't know what tomorrow holds for me, but I know that I can decide how I feel, and how we feel and how we view ourselves and the world around us and our environment. It really is so powerful. I feel like so many things that I've been able to accomplish, I accomplished it because before I even began doing that, I pictured myself victorious in what I wanted to achieve. And about 99.9% of the time, I was able to achieve it. But it was because I believed that I could. And I pictured myself you know, in that moment where I was able to put in all the work that I needed to do, and I was able to win. And it's such an amazing feeling that we don't have to wait to feel until we make that win. We can feel it by just imagining what it would feel like even beforehand. And when you reprogram your mind to just imagine life as you want it to be, or imagine the world as you want it to be, it becomes that in that very moment. Anyways, so I'm off to start my day outside in the world, where we now have to wear masks. Do I miss being able to see people's entire beautiful face? Of course I do. But hey, if I want to change my pattern of thinking, instead of dwelling on the negative, maybe I could just focus on imagining what's underneath the mask. And I'm off. Drama queen to the fullest.